Cody Funk says, where are these DK rumors coming from? Are they real? There's nothing tangible to them that I have seen presented from the Seahawks perspective that shows at any time throughout this offseason that there's any indication that they're seeking to trade DK or that he's on the market or they're open for business. Obviously, you wouldn't like to advertise that if that was the fact. But for a player that's been so productive and so good for them to have these rumors continuing to percolate and the smoke to continue to barrel out the windows, one does start to get to a spot, Cody, here of going, oh, if I'm hearing it this incessantly, is there something here to this? I certainly think we're about at a spot from the standpoint of these rumors going as long as they have, where John Schneider would probably be well served as if the plan here is to truly have DK long-term and to sign him to a contract extension after next year and he is a part of this building, then maybe come out and give a little bit of that, look, this has been talked about, this isn't happening, and shut it down. Eventually, if I'm DK, I'm going, okay, these rumors keep coming up. Is this you guys just dangling me every which way? Is that what's going down here? I don't think there's anything to them, much like we're talking about with these clickbait stuff. I think it's people trying to do some math on a situation where, you know, if you're coming up with a clickbait, BS lie of a story, you want to have it, untruth has a little bit of truth within it, maybe, you know, or a little bit of like seeming truth within it. And that's the good part about these DKs. Like, well, Kansas City really, you know, Rashee Rice is going to be suspended for half a year and they haven't done well with the receivers in recent years that they've drafted and really have a need there. Boy, wouldn't it be cool with DK and Patrick Mahomes? That'd be, oh, let's do that. And so they put the story together. But I've yet to see anything that's put anything here out that's got anything to it that is really got some substance to it. It all seems to just be kind of wispy. Lord Boom B, I hear you with the DK Metcalf talk. It's crazy to me. At the gym, I tolerate my 49er buddies, and they have the utmost respect for DK Metcalf. And they're Niners. Come on. DK is the man, 12s. Hey, preach, Lord Boom, preach. Another one where the Geno and the DK ones are both of the two that stick in my craw, where I just don't. I don't get it. Fans this offseason peppering me. You know, what do we get for DK? What do we get for DK? We're going to eat $23 million. Yeah, but we'll save $1 million. What are we doing here? The point is to build up the strongest, best possible team. You know, the way you don't do that is offloading your good players. That's to great players. He's had the best start to any wide receiver in your history, and you've got a goat like Largent in your former stables. Yeah, how do we trade that? He's a monster wide receiver that blocks 24/7 for you in the run game too. Okay, but how do we trade that? He's a guy that demands as much double teams as any wide receiver in this sport. Yes, but how can we trade that? And you just come back and go, what are we doing? He says, I am on the side of keeping DK, but nobody is untouchable. If someone sends an offer that is absolutely blows your pants off, sure. But otherwise, I would keep him. Yeah, you never, as much as I'm saying and I'm battering down, I think that I wouldn't push back against that. It's a cliche movie scene that we have seen so many times, Kyle, right? The rich guy, it's right straight from like the Count of Monte Cristo had this scene, you know. He's got all of his treasure that he's gathered up. He's walking down there out in the country. Sees this huge mansion, 50, 60, 70 acres, you know, manicured garden. Got the little cherub statues blowing the water out their mouth. Walks up to the homeowner and he's like, hey, it's a great place. And the homeowner's like, thank you. Like, how much? He's like, it's not for sale. And then he walks over with a big chest full of pure gold and he drops it at him. And then the whole cliche in movies, because movies love their shorthand moments. So the whole cliche is that you drop the chest, break cut then to the owner signing the deed over in the house, and then moving away in the cart, you know, rolling away in the cart with his vat of gold there now, with his new box of gold there that he's gotten off of the sale. That's kind of, Kyle, when you say about not untouchable, that's sort of what I think about in my mind. If there's somebody that's going to walk up to me on my house that's worth a couple $100,000 and they're going to say, I'm going to give you $5 million for it. Yeah. No one's going to be crazy here. No one's going to be like, oh, I mean, you know, I like the house too much. It's got sentimental value. Nothing's got that much sentimental value, but it better be a big mother effing chest. You know what I mean? I better get like the gem of India in that, you know, from Britain. I better get that like gemstone and the romancing the stone they were going after. Like that thing better be in there. I better get some of Solomon's gold in there. Okay. I don't want some trinkets. It would take that kind of haul for me, Kyle. And I think the one thing that gets said about this when people talk about the trade to DK is that I don't know that trade is necessarily out there where we get that haul back. For instance, right now, if we try to trade DK or after June 1st, even, there's all of that dead money you got to get back. So you got to get a little bit of extra trade capital back from that. We've got trades, be it guys like A.J. Brown or Stephon Diggs when he's moved from the Vikings to the Bills, or Tyreek Hill when he's moved from the Chiefs to the Dolphins, where the draft haul doesn't really seem all that much for the player you're getting. And you go, oh, you're getting that, but I mean, hey, the Bills give up a late first-round pick and a little, I mean, okay. That's where I was trying to, Kyle, earlier on this show today, say really the way to think about it is by the realistic angle of what DK Metcalf would bring back if you were to trade him. We can talk about a first and a third, first and a second, and a fourth. I don't think you're getting 2 first-round picks. Whoever trades for DK has to then pay him a new contract. Teams are going to be like, we're not giving you 2 first-round picks and then have to pay this guy $30 million a year. So the realistic way, in my opinion, as I was bringing up at the start of this, Kyle, to look at it is to say, rather than get caught up in what you're getting back, the realistic way of looking at what you're going to get back for DK, because so many people attach the draft capital you get from DK, you then package together, and then you go get your franchise quarterback. And the thing I've been saying about that is, okay, I'm with all that for a second. So what we'll do then is DK Metcalf for Quinn Ewers. We ain't talking about DK Metcalf for Justin Herbert or Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes. Let's be clear on that real quickly. We're talking about DK Metcalf for Quinn Ewers. That's where the theoretical, the proverbial, well, if I dream it up here, it'll be this wonderful quarterback guy that's just amazing like those other guys I just talked about. It's not going to be that guy. Unless your outlook of Quinn Ewers is that he's one of those kind of guys. And that's the part where I think people really got to do when they talk about the trade of DK is that what is the real return you're getting? Kansas City gives you a first, they give you a second, they give you a late first, a late second. What are you doing with that? Well, we'll package our first round pick, we'll package Casey's first round pick, we'll package one of our second round picks, and then we'll move up and go get the quarterback. Okay. Who's that quarterback? Well, Quinn Ewers. Okay. We still want to do it? No. Okay. Got the second iteration of Megatron on our hands. Well, he doesn't high point the ball like Superman style, so you can't make the Megatron come. 5 years, same kind of production. And that's Megatron with Stat Padford at that time. Not Matt Stafford, Stat Padford. Get down by 28 points through the first 2 quarters, and then it's all Megatronville through the next 2 quarters. Empty production is what I'm talking about. So, yeah, I don't get it. Don't want to see it. He should retire as a high. It's very true that we do know that there are some teams. That's that thing I talk about where there's teams out there that definitely like DK and are looking at him with kind of a side eye. You know, they're there with their girl, but like they got the sunglasses on, Craig, you know, they're looking out the side of their eye like, that DK though. No, I was, the sun. It's hot today, baby. It's hot. There's a girl over there? Where's what girl? What girl anyway? I thought we were alone out here. Oh, over there? Her? That whale? Come on, no, honey. Come on. Give me a break. You're seeing things.